Welcome to Cricut Crafts by Jo. In today's video I'm going to show you how to make up your baby details frame. This video is a follow-on from the tutorial that I posted yesterday on how to make a baby details frame insert for your shadow or deep boxes. Hopefully you followed this tutorial or you've made your own insert up. So I just wanted to do a video on how you make the actual frame up itself. I've done a mashup of this video because I just wanted to show you a couple of different options that you could use. So here we go. You need to start by cutting your insert out. Here I am cutting mine out on 12 by 12 inch cardstock. And this is from a booklet that I bought from the range for £2.99. It's 250 GSM card. It comes with 24 sheets and there's 24 colours. However, the colours are reversed, so one side you'll get pink, the reverse side will be red. They're not both the same colour each side. So to make up your baby details frame, you'll need a frame. I'm just using this 9-inch square IKEA Reba frame that I have got. And all I'm going to do is open it up and take it apart, which I've already done. And then you'll need your baby details cutout frame. Just a note, when removing the card from your mat, just be really careful that you don't tear it because the letters and the banner string are really quite fragile. So I've just got some kitchen roll and I'm just going to wipe inside here, wipe the glass down to make sure that it is completely clean. Then I've got my baby details frame. I'm just going to turn that upside down and pop that in. Then in the IKEA ones there comes a spacer which is like this that just sits inside, and all I've done is I've got a pack of, let me just show you, a pack of these Rice LED lights from Amazon. It's a pack of 12, they're just warm whites. And all I've done is taken one and literally taped it all the way around the outside of the frame. So I'm just going to finish taping this down. And all I've done is take some sellotape and just sellotape where there isn't any the wires, not where there is any lights. I've made sure that I've not covered the lights. So yeah, I've just run some sellotape all the way down. Remember to leave your battery pack and on and off switch out to a side so that it's easy to access from the frame. And then I'm just going to go ahead and pop this in. Now I've decided that I want my battery pack to be at the bottom right hand corner of the frame. So I'm just going to pop this back in. Just making sure that the doesn't pull any of the metal tabs down. It can be a little bit fiddly sometimes. Caught somewhere. There we go. So there we are, I've dropped that in place, and if I turn it over, then as you can see the lights shine around the outside. So now I'm going to show you a few different backing options for your frame. The first option is to go for a frosted look, and I'm just using some vellum here. I bought 100 sheets of translucent vellum, A4 size, 100 GSM, which is printable with a laser and an inkjet printer, and I bought these 100 sheets for around the £10 mark from Amazon. Now I've just sized the square insert to as close to 9 inches as I can get it. Obviously A4 paper is slightly less than 9 inch, so it's not going to be a perfect 9 inch square. However, this doesn't matter because the actual internal cut of our baby frame is 8 inches wide, so you won't see the fact that you've got a little bit of vellum missing at the top and the bottom. So to show you what the vellum looks like, I'm just going to pop the lights underneath here, turn it over, and you'll get an idea of how it diffuses the lights. Although I like this idea, I don't actually like the fact that you can still see the really bright spots of light where the bulbs are. So this is what it looks like with a double thickness of vellum underneath, but I'm still not quite happy with this, so I'm not going to use this idea. I'm going to go on and show you another idea. This next option is just to use wallpaper. You can collect scraps or samples from your local DIY or decorating store, or you can buy a roll of wallpaper, it's up to you. I've decided to choose this pink stripy wallpaper, but you could actually use the wallpaper of the wall that it is going on to. I think that's quite a nice idea. So this is what it looks like with wallpaper scrap underneath, and what's great about the wallpaper is it's usually generally quite a wide roll, so you'll definitely have enough to cut a 9 inch square out of. Another option, and for those of you that know me, you'll know that I'm absolutely mad on glitter. I use it in just about every project I can, even got it on my nails. And I really like this A4 glitter card that you buy from B&M for $1.99. It's smooth glitter, so it doesn't have glitter flakes on, so it doesn't shed everywhere, and it makes it a lot easier to cut because you haven't got to keep taking the blade out of the machine and cleaning the glitter flakes off. Some of you might be thinking, because it's smooth glitter and hasn't actually got the glitter flakes sat on top, that it might not be as sparkly as the traditional glitter card. However, I think it's perhaps even more sparkly, especially when it's got no light on whatsoever. The last option that I want to show you is the option that Teresa used, and is to actually place a photo inside the back of your frame. This I think is quite a nice idea, and it just adds another dimension to the frame. So to do this, you just need your mounting plate that came with the frame. If you haven't got one, then you can make one. It's just on Cricut, you just slice one square out of the other. And this card looks quite nice with just the plain white mounting frame in the back, but I just want to show you, if you didn't want it white and wanted to cover it, this is one way to do it. So take your mount frame, and I'm just going to use some of this peel and stick A4 holographic paper. I got it from the pound shop. Unfortunately, as before, this 9 inch frame, as you can see, is larger than an A4, but because of the way our picture comes down, you're not actually going to see the very edges, so I'm going to try and get away with just using this A4 piece if I can. So all I'm going to do is take the insert, peel off this sticky back, if I can find an edge. There we go. I'm going to line it up as best as I can. Actually, I'm going to do it this way. So if I take the sticky back off, and then I'm just going to lie the frame down onto it. Now you can see this has got a, well, hopefully you can see this has got a sharp edge. This is the correct way, which has got a beveled edge. So I'm going to put it beveled edge down onto the sticky side. I'm just going to line it up roughly so it's in the middle, and drop that down. Now this edge I'm just going to fold back on itself, get a nice crease, and then just with some scissors, I'm just going to remove this bit. Cuts really easily, so be careful because you can also rip it quite easily as well. So I'm just going to smooth that down. Then I've got my large Cricut scraper, and I'm just going to go and smooth as much as I can this vinyl down. Get as many wrinkles out as I possibly can. Just got one large one there. Right, and then I'm just going to pull this line over. How's that looking? There we go. Right, now we've got it nice and tight, we want this middle bit removing. So the best way to do this is you can either use your scissors, or I'm just looking for my scalpel blade, and all I'm going to do is just in the corner just put a big X across. And with these wings that we've created, just need to take that right up into the corner. And with these flaps that we've created, then just pull it tight as you can and fold it back on itself like so. So I'll just make sure I've taken this one right to the edge, and again just pull it as tight as you can. The tighter you can get it, the better, because it eliminates the creases. And then just take that to the corner again, pull that back on itself, and this side is a bit longer actually, so I'm just going to take the scissors off and cut that bit away there. There we go. And pull this one back on itself again. There we go, and as you can see, just need to smooth down. Still got that nasty crease there. Hopefully we won't see it too much when it's inside the frame. So I'm just going to get my frame and slot this in now. Hopefully, remember to, when you're popping this insert back in over your spacer, remember to leave your light string out, and that just pulls under there nicely. If you can't get it to pull under there nicely, then you can just snip the very corner off. And then if you've got a nice photo, I've not got one, so I'm just going to put this blank sheet just back in so that you can see what it would look like with the photo. And then take this hanging frame, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull this off, because as you can see, these frames have got a nice corner already cut out of them. So I'm going to put that down in this corner where the wire is, and the top of our frame is here, so this just needs popping back on so that we can hang it from it. Pop that back on like so. These clips can be a bit fiddly sometimes. There we go. And then just push them down. A little tip for those of you that struggle with these metal clips: if you have the spatula tool in your Cricut tools, then you can just use it to get behind them and push it down. Saves your fingers. There we go. So I've knocked them back all down, and there we go. we have the finished frame. As you can see, our photo will be inside there. And hey presto! Yeah, as you can see, we've managed to get away with using the A4. If you look down, very down at the bottom and the top, you can see the gap, but it doesn't actually show when you look at the photo frame.
I hope you found this video useful and it's giving you a few ideas of some of the different options that you can use when making up your frames. Don't forget to tag me in on any of your makes. I'd really like to see them. The link is here if you need it for how to make the insert that I've used. And see you in the next one, guys. Bye!